for all of you that you're safe and that you're warm and you have some good food in your home. This has been quite a season, a unique season here in Middle Tennessee the last few days. Almost everybody I know, especially in our church family here at First Church, has been affected by this storm. I'm standing in the church. There is no power here. It's cold in this building. We still do not have electricity here on Wednesday at First Church. But I wanted to say this, even though we're trying to get through this storm, you are, we are, everybody is. I'm thankful for all the great women and men of First Church who have been so committed to trying to help any way you can. All of you have taken food to people, who have brought generators, who have worked tirelessly to help people stay warm. I say thank you for all that. And I'm grateful also for all of our first responders here in Davidson County and surrounding counties who have done their best to ensure that electricity is getting turned back on as quickly as they can. And so even though we do not have electricity here at the church, that means obviously I'm talking to you via the video tonight. We are praying for quick restoration of power, and we're believing that's going to happen pretty soon. So continue to pray for the linemen and women who are working on the electrical lines, our first responders, all those people are trying to make a big difference. That God will keep them safe. There's an announcement I need to share with you. Tonight would have been our First Church annual business meeting. Well, obviously, we're not going to be having that meeting tonight. However, we will postpone our annual business meeting, but I will let you know as quick as we get another date when we will be having that meeting, and that'll be coming pretty quick. Let me leave you with just a little word of encouragement, if I can. It was a writer of Hebrews who's speaking for the Lord, and he makes a statement, Hebrews, the 13th chapter, he says, speaking for the Lord, I will never leave thee, and I will never forsake thee. And some people need to hear that right now, because there's a piece of the human soul that we fade when we look at the situations that feels like they've been abandoned. And for a lot, abandonment means it's cold houses with no lights, just candles flickering, or it's driving down the road in the intersection, the light switches on our red lights, they're not working. It feels abandoned. It feels abandoned when you're in a church that should be full of people and warm and lights and music, and yet it's just kind of cold. It's not kind of cold, it's really cold, and we're just not meeting together. So it's easy to go, wow, we're feeling abandoned, because the human soul loves and needs and thrives on the ecosystem of community. When we're together, we're better, and I agree with that. So the ache of the human heart, though, is this. It's when we see what can be, but it's not right now. And my whole reason to bring all that up is don't get too discouraged right now. This too will pass. This is just a season. I recently heard a great definition of what it feels like to be abandoned or be isolated. And it was this: trying to hang on to something that is not permanent. Even though the snow is right outside the windows here and the cold is everywhere, ubiquitous to us all, it's not going to stay forever. It's going to warm back up. The sun's going to melt this ice off. We're going to get our normal life back. So what I'm saying to you is this: don't hang on to the thoughts that this is permanent, because it is not. And I'm going to reiterate the scripture that I used in Hebrews 13 when the Lord spoke and said, I will never leave thee, and I will never forsaken thee. And I know some people have some really bad situations we've lived through in the last few days. The Lord's still here. He's going to take care of us. It was the great apostle Paul in Acts 27 who made that statement when the boat was in the storm and everybody was nervous. What should they do? And he made the statement, stay with the ship. Just stick to what you know, because what will get you to safety is the commitment that we're making. So I'm going to leave you this afternoon with a quote from one of my favorite authors. He said this: the commitments you make determine who you can become, and the commitments you honor define who you are. So keep your commitment, your faith in God. He's going to get us through this. Also, keep your commitment to those people in the community, our brothers and sisters at church, but those just in our community as well who need help. If it's in your hand to do good, do the best you can. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on. We'll let you know how service is going to look for this weekend. We're praying the Lord's going to pull all this back together. So hang on to your faith. God bless you. We love you.